Hi Coach lovers, it's Katie. If you're shopping for a new fall bag and you don't know whether to decide leather or suede, then let me help you figure it out. Today we're going to compare the two using the Coach Chelsea 36. We have the leather one in the color maple and then the suede one in the color dark chocolate. Both are in such a gorgeous finish and I love how slouchy they are. And I feel like it's a perfect example of how the material can kind of change the vibe of the bag, especially leather versus suede. I'll be kind of talking about the pros and cons of both and hopefully help you decide which bag to add to your fall wardrobe. So let's get into it. Now, before we get into the material, I just want to talk about why I love this silhouette so much. First, the drop length of the strap, it's just so perfect. It doesn't sit so high up the arm that you feel like it's too tight. I like that you definitely have a lot of room to work with. It's especially nice in the fall and winter when you have a much heavier or thicker jacket on because it really just slides over the shoulder, and again, you don't have to worry about it being too tight. And again, I also love how slouchy this bag is. There's nothing in it right now, but once you do put all of your stuff in there, it really fills up nicely. But it still does have the slouch when you put your things in there. Like, the leather is so buttery soft and kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it. I do also have my ring light on, so. But yeah, you get the hang tag, which you can personalize and monogram. I also love the newest update to the Coach bags where they do kind of like a Coach heat stamp. I feel like that's so elegant and really simple. It has a button open, and this is the inside. So you get the story patch, and then you get a zipper on the back. So you could put your phone in the zipper, anything you don't really want falling out. It also has a D-ring piece of hardware on this side, which you can clip your keys or a little key fob wallet so you're not digging in your bag looking for your keys or your wallet. This bag is in a natural grain leather and the inside has a suede lining, whereas this one is made out of suede, but it has a leather lining. So either way, with the Chelsea, you technically do get both suede and leather. However, the outside, I feel, is what really matters. And for this size, the Chelsea 36, it's oversized just enough that you still can fit all of your everyday essentials without it looking too overstuffed. And I love that it can easily transition for every day, a nice dinner. And honestly, it's really not a seasonal bag. You can definitely wear it year round. Before we kind of get into leather versus suede, I really want to see if this size can fit my iPad. This is the 12.9 inch version. It does stick out. So I unfortunately can't close it fully. I mean, it does fit, but it doesn't close. Okay, now let's actually compare leather versus suede. I'm gonna start with the leather Chelsea 36 first, just because I do think it is the safer option. Leather is classic, it's timeless, and it's something that you wear year after year without worrying if it's gonna go out of style. One thing I love about leather, especially in the fall, is how structured and polished it looks. Obviously, this bag is not super structured, but it still looks really polished and can put any outfit together. Even if you're wearing something casual like jeans, a t-shirt, and sneakers, adding a leather bag, specifically this one, can instantly make the outfit feel so much more put together. Like right now, I have on a pair of matching brown loafers, black jeans, and this light blue sweater. So I feel like the brown bag just really ties in with the brown loafers, but makes a really cute outfit. Another huge advantage for a leather bag is durability. Leather over suede is much generally easier to clean. You can just take a little cloth and wipe something if it gets dirty. Coach does offer a complimentary leather cleaning service for life. So if you have a leather Coach bag, bring it into your local Coach store and they will clean it for you. Unfortunately, they don't offer that for Suede. So it's a little less stressful if you accidentally get something on it. And I do think it's better for someone if you're much more on the go. So if you're commuting to work, traveling a lot, or just running around errands all day, I definitely think the leather option is better for you. It just gives you a little more peace of mind. And I also think that leather ages beautifully over time. As it softens, it definitely develops some character without really losing that elevated look. For the leather Chelsea 36, I would wear this to work, going to grab coffee or matcha, any kind of travel days, shopping, everyday errands, or even a nice dinner. Basically, anytime I just want something practical, but still chic. Okay, now let's talk Suede bags. This is where things get really fun. Every fall, Suede has such a huge comeback. Lately, Coach has actually been doing Suede year-round, which I don't mind, but it definitely is much more of a fall, winter statement piece. I feel like it just instantly adds warmth and texture to your outfit. There's just something so cozy about Suede that it just makes it feel so much more luxurious. It also kind of feels like you're wearing your favorite fall blanket, but as a bag, and make it fashion. I also think Suede photographs really beautifully, especially if you're just scrolling through Pinterest. A Suede bag, I feel, always pops up, at least on my feed. However, of course, Suede does require a little bit more care. Definitely check the weather every time you go out before reaching for your Suede bag, because you definitely want to avoid heavy rain. Suede can also show more dirt than leather, depending on the color of the bag, of course. And because it's a much softer material, do be mindful of how you store your bags. For me though, I do love a statement Suede bag, so I try to take care of it as much as I can. And even though there are some precautions, I do think that a Suede bag is completely worth it because of the look. I think it would be such a perfect bag for like pumpkin picking, apple picking, any kind of fall festivities. I would still take this to work, even brunch, a dinner, any holiday events too. A good styling tip is that the bag should complement the clothes that you have in your closet and that you style most every day. So if you wear a lot of black and neutral colors, tailored pieces, and knits, wool coats, then leather might fit you better. But if your wardrobe is more earth tones or burgundy colors, I think that a Suede bag will blend in much more beautifully. Okay, so which one should you choose? I honestly don't think there's a wrong answer. It really just depends on your lifestyle. I think that you should choose the leather Chelsea bag if you want an everyday bag. You travel a lot, you commute to and from work, and you want a lower maintenance bag. Or if you like timeless pieces and need something that goes with everything. It's definitely a much more practical investment. But I think you should choose the Suede Chelsea if fall or winter is your favorite season, you love texture, and you love styling outfits. And if you already own an everyday leather bag, you want something that feels much more seasonal. Suede is definitely the fashion statement over leather. If you're shopping for a new fall bag, I would love to know which you would choose. Either the leather or the Suede version of the Chelsea 36 from Coach. So let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my social media for more Coach content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.